Hello, myself Ram here. Basically, we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. City creation. Basically, we are discussing one of the topic that is future creation. One of the person told that basically you should always have a peaceful life. Basically, for example, see Sunilar Nair. Basically, in Mumbai example, basically I had taken the example. Basically, I had taken the example of one Sunilar Nair. Basically, that person basically got lots of blood basically from backside. Basically, from where the stool basically comes. Then also basically he was having his peaceful life basically. Then one of the person told that तू क्या मतलब क्या छक्का है basically if anybody slaps you basically then also but that is not slap basically that basically was a stool basically from backside basically the blood was basically coming basically that means you were chakka basically that time also basically you are having the peaceful life basically in Mumbai city basically one of the person told that basically and he basically laughed छे you are chakka basically then also you are having basically your normal life basically in Mumbai basically. So one of the person told that this is actually the peaceful life basically. If you are having this basically, if Mahatma Gandhi will also basically see, Mahatma Gandhi will also see na basically, then he will say that, Arey yaar, basically I never basically told like that also basically. I just told that basically if somebody slaps you basically, then basically give second side basically to the person basically. But I never told that basically if anybody creates damage your back side basically and stool basically comes the lots of blood cells basically that basically I have never told basically that I have never told basically that up to that level basically if you have your life basically then also basically you should have a peaceful life basically. So that basically is the peaceful life basically. So one of the person told that that is the peaceful life basically. So if public basically will have the peaceful life basically then there is the blast data basically is not required basically. Blast data is not required basically but they should have a peaceful life basically but that basically is very difficult basically because if you will get the blood basically from backside basically you will become basically mad basically. So that is basically peaceful life basically. One of the person told that yes basically as you Sunil basically had a very peaceful life basically but Mumbai city basically given trouble to you basically. So that is basically different thing basically. I am not discussing that basically. That basically is a peace. That was a peace life basically. But few people told that basically तू क्या मतलब क्या हिजड़ा है? Mahatma Gandhi told that basically if anybody slaps you from right side na basically you should give his left side basically. That Mahatma Gandhi has not told that is basically the if basically anybody generates blood basically from your backside basically how basically they generate that basically don't know. If they generate basically black side blood basically then also basically you should have your peace life basically. There basically lots of people say that basically if anybody from Rajput family basically gets the blood basically then they will see the Gadar basically in Mumbai basically. So that basically Rajput group basically we are basically the normal family basically. That is the Rajput family basically. So one of the person that is a peace life basically. So one of the person told that where basically the blast is going to happen that data basically is collected by the public only basically. The public only basically decides from vitamin A data basically that in 5 kilometer area basically the blast is going to happen or basically going to happen basically at what time basically. So at what time basically the blast is going to happen. So this all data basically are collected by the vitamin A group and vitamin A is basically what that we have already discussed that is this basically. This basically. So this is basically you can say vitamin A data. This is vitamin A data basically. So one of the person to that vitamin A equal to the human needs only basically. So vitamin A means human needs only basically. One of the person told that basically the water you are drinking basically, that basically contains which vitamin basically. So one of the person told that basically the Vadodara government only basically knows which kind of water basically they are sending basically. Which kind of water basically they are sending. Because they are sending it basically. So they are basically responsible whatever things basically is going to generate from the Sunil R. Nair's body. Not Sunil R. Nair basically, each and every Vadodara people's body basically. And that basically decided by the Vadodara companies, Vadodara's each and every company sponsor basically. Sponsor means owner basically you can say. Who are the basically the owners basically of the companies basically. And they basically decides according to the customers of the companies basically. Customers of the companies basically. So you can just imagine basically it's very dangerous to create one city basically. It's not easy basically. Lots of people say that यार city बनाना तो कितना आसान काम है. इधर 5 लेक बना दो. There basically creates 100 building. Here basically 100 buildings. Here malls. Here this many companies basically. That's all city is created basically. But nowadays basically the cities is creating basically as a digital way basically. Digital way means human needs are getting created from one city, and then basically that basically are used that city that human needs basically are generated into the medicine basically. Medicine equal to this basically vitamin A basically. That is generating vitamin A basically. So one of the person told that vitamin A basically is generating from the city basically, and vitamin A equal to that basically is decided by the not only the doctor group basically. Lots of people say that doctor group is the decide karega na. Doctor groups only basically is going to decide. That is not basically the doctor industry basically. Medicine industry is there, governments are there, army groups are there, legal groups are there, construction groups are there, nuclear groups are there, energy groups are there, power groups are there, banks groups are there, that 12 lakh crore dollar basically groups are there. Then basically the banks group, politics group, then the king's family, and then basically the universe families basically. So you can just imagine basically it's not so easy basically to create one city basically. It's very difficult basically. It's very difficult to create one city. So to create one vitamin basically, it's see basically the group basically or see the group basically. So it's a huge group basically who decides basically the blast is going to happen or basically not going to happen. That is decided by this group basically. They do the process basically. That which city is going, which vitamin A is going to generate which city data basically. So you can say basically nowadays the human body basically has converted into business type basically. That also you can say basically. Because natural resources are getting over, so your body is basically going to generate the each and every human needs nowadays basically. So it's very tough life also basically you can say for each and every normal person basically. Each and every normal person basically. So vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D basically, IITs, IIM group basically, MBA groups, admin group basically, the software company group that is this group basically. So one of the person told that that's very difficult basically to handle this whole thing basically. So one of the person told that IIT groups basically can handle everything na basically. But they basically alone basically can do. IIM group basically can handle everything basically. But that is not possible basically. Practically it's not possible. MBA group basically can handle everything. Admin group can handle everything. Software group can handle everything basically. That is not practically possible basically. So entire group basically have to create the vitamin D basic data. So next video basically we are going to see.